You're talking to someone. Everything feels normal. And then suddenly, they look straight into your eyes. And just like that, your brain seems to pause. What do? Do you look back, look away, nod, smile? Even blinking starts to feel like a decision. You can feel your heartbeat in your face. Your thoughts get tangled. You become intensely aware of your own presence. And the strange part? Nothing is actually wrong. No danger, no problem, just eye contact. So why does it feel so intense? Why does something so ordinary sometimes feel like pressure, anxiety, or even vulnerability? Because eye contact isn't just about seeing, it's psychological. And depending on what's going on inside you, it can feel like connection or pressure. Maybe it's you. Maybe it's someone you know. But once you start noticing these patterns, you can't really ignore them. Let's start with a type you've probably experienced before. The self-observer. Picture this. You're talking to someone, and the moment they look into your eyes, your attention shifts. Not onto them, but onto yourself. Am I looking too long? Do I look awkward? What's my face doing right now? You're not just talking anymore. You're watching yourself talk. This happens when self-awareness becomes too intense. For these people, eye contact isn't a window, it's a mirror. Instead of connecting outward, they turn inward. Psychologically, this links to high self-monitoring. The brain treats every interaction like a performance, and eye contact becomes the moment you feel judged or evaluated. And that pressure turns something simple into something intense. If this feels like you might notice you're more comfortable talking side by side, walking, driving, doing something together. Because when the eyes aren't locked, everything feels easier. Now let's move on. Because for some people, it's not about self-awareness. It's about emotional depth. There's another type, people who don't fear eye contact. They feel it more deeply. Imagine sitting with someone, and when they look into your eyes, it feels like they're not just seeing you. They're understanding you. And suddenly, the moment feels intimate. Sometimes, too intimate. For these people, eye contact feels like emotional exposure. Why? Because eye contact is one of the most direct forms of human connection. It activates parts of the brain linked to empathy and bonding. And for emotionally sensitive people, that connection runs deep. So it's not just looking, it's an emotional exchange. And that's what makes it intense. If this sounds like you might find eye contact is fine in casual conversations. But in deeper moments, it starts to feel heavy, like something more is being shared beyond words. Then there's another type. Quiet but strong. The guarded mind. Picture someone who listens carefully, speaks thoughtfully, but doesn't hold eye contact for long. Not obviously, just subtly. They look, then look away. Not because they're distracted, because they're protecting something. For them, eye contact feels like access, and they don't give that access easily. Psychologically, this often comes down to trust. If someone has learned, consciously or not, that being fully seen can lead to judgment or hurt, they start controlling how much of themselves they reveal. Eye contact becomes part of that control. It's not fear, it's boundaries. They're deciding moment by moment how open they want to be. If this feels familiar, you might notice you're comfortable once trust is built, but not before. And then, there's one type people often misunderstand. The overthinker. You know exactly who this is. They're in a conversation, but their mind is running a quiet analysis at the same time. How long should I look? Is this too much? Did that just get awkward? And the irony? That thinking is what makes it awkward. For them, eye contact doesn't feel natural because it isn't automatic. It's calculated. Their brain tries to get it right. But social behavior isn't about rules, it's about rhythm. And when you overthink rhythm, you lose it. If you recognize yourself here, you might have noticed something interesting. The moment you stop thinking about eye contact, it suddenly becomes easier, because the tension was never in the act itself. It was in the thinking. But here's the deeper point. Eye contact doesn't just show how you see others, it shows how you feel about being seen. That's why the exact same moment, two people looking at each other can feel completely different depending on the person. For one, it's connection. For another, pressure. For someone else, vulnerability. And for some, just too much awareness all at once. So the next time eye contact feels intense, don't ask, "What's wrong with me?" Ask something else. What does this moment mean to me? Because your reaction isn't random. It's a reflection of your aware